They said no way. They said no way. Eric would never do 2 videos in one day. Well, I told you guys that I would give you more ZOROROC Lucario, and here we are. We're getting you some more games. I apologize that the servers went down right in the middle of my recording last time. Pretty crazy, but here we go. We're back on the ladder. Fresh new ladder, by the way. I think it's I think the rewards are like Marshadow GX or something like that. So we open up with 3 double colorless energy, and we're gonna have to start Riolu. So kind of an awkward hand. At least we have an Ultra Ball to kind of get us out of this a little bit. Top deck would be nice. We are going second, so maybe our opponent will Marshadow us. So it looks like we're going against the mirror. And since they start Zorua, and just a pass. So, okay, so we have a lot going on for our side then. I don't mind playing the Wondrous Labyrinth because if they evolve into Zorua, then we could just smack them, maybe find another replacement stadium. So, but getting rid of, I'm going to get rid of ZOROROC for sure. I think I'm going to have to get rid of a DCE, unfortunately, but we'll go ahead and do this. And then, I think, yeah, I'll attach the DCE to Rockruff. That sounds good to me. So, Lele, and we'll go Lily. I think that is the plan here. We're going to attach to Rockruff as soon as we get this Lily here. One thing I hate about online is that you have to do everything step by step. You have to do the bench Lele, do the Wonder Tag, shuffle again, blah, blah, blah. So we are going to play this. Getting a Lily for 7 ain't too shabby whatsoever, so we'll go ahead and do this. Okay, so there's 2 Zoruas as well. I want to get those down as fast as possible. Outspeeding our opponent. Oh, actually, shoot, I probably could have knocked out this Zorua. I could have dug for like a fighting energy and then jabbed with Diancie. I could have done that. But we're looking in a pretty good position right now, honestly. I think setting up the Lycanroc is pretty good. Also, we only play 1 Lucario, so getting Response Lucario after investing an energy into it is probably not the best thing. Oh, and since we played Wondrous Labyrinth, I guess that's kind of mute anyways. I don't want to play down this Grimer. Our hand is looking pretty good for next turn, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass. See what my opponent can muster up here with just a single ZOROROC if they've got it. There it is. And a single Riolu. So they do need to get 2 more bench Pokemon in order to take the knockout here. If they don't, they're going to get seriously punished. If they're away a Grimer, which is kind of interesting, I imagine this is a pretty big threat. But this Rockruff is also a threat too, so we're definitely in the lead here, even with our opponent going first. So pretty crazy stuff. My opponent's going to get down their own Ditto. Also getting down, what is that? Latios, huh? That's crazy. Okay, we are going to see a Guzma play. Trying to slow me down a little bit. That's fair. That's definitely fair. So let's see what we're going to do here. We're going to evolve. We're definitely going to evolve here. If we can get Lycanroc, we can attach DC and knock out Ditto, and I don't hate that whatsoever. So let's go ahead and start trading. Or do we go for the Cynthia and just go for the Lele play here? I think we just go for Cynthia and go for the Lele play. Dig for a Lycanroc here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I like that. Limiting my opponent to just 1 ZOROROC is pretty good, especially when we got the fighting means down. There we go. That is definitely a Lycanroc. Let's start with a trade, though. I think we can get rid of Pokemon Communication. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of a Pokemon Communication here. There's a Lycanroc, so we can actually do some more stuff. Let's go ahead and bring on up that Ditto here. Yep. I mean, we are doing the slow route to taking him out here, but, you know, it's effective. It is effective. So it's getting Ditto probably the best thing here. We can also use it for another Lycanroc if we want to, or just turn it into a ZOROROC. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go ahead and get the Ditto here, unless getting Lele for like Guzma might be a good play next turn, which it probably is, honestly. Do we expect anything to be knocked out? Not really. I kind of just want to fail this, honestly, so we can get Lele for next turn. You know, that kind of seems okay to me. No, we should just get the Ditto. It's fine. We're so far ahead, I think, that we're looking good. So we'll go ahead and evolve here. Try and do that. And then trade away this Rockruff. We can also Palpad away, or Palpad back at Lily and a Cynthia here. Our hand's looking really good for next turn. Oh, I forgot the Wondrous Labyrinth. Duh, man, King of Misplays, striking again. Wondrous Labyrinth not allowing us to attack here. That's unfortunate. But we are set up to do some cool stuff next turn. We can literally retreat and... man, I really screwed that one up. We need to hit our other 2 stadiums. So, okay, we're going to pass. I planned that out. Definitely planned that out. So, like I said, we still have lots of plays for next turn. My opponent's still trying to get out of this funky hand that they've got going on. Totally the Wondrous Labyrinth biting me back here. Opponent's going to do a Pokemon Communication here, see what they get. Yeah, so next turn we could probably just Mallow for Lycanroc. I don't know. So my opponent's going to go for a Weavile here. Getting the first 2 prizes, that's unfortunate for us, for sure. But this is Devoured Field, so they do have the Response Stadium. So they're going to Evil Admonition, go up on the prizes on us, and that's pretty unfortunate, honestly. We definitely shouldn't have let that happen. So I am going to promote Lycanroc here. I think Lycanroc can pretty much sweep throughout the rest of this game. Viridian Forest, is that really a thing that we need to be doing? I don't think so, not at this point. What do I want to do this turn? Well, I want to attach. And I'm going to Claw Slash. I know that is the modus operandi. Do I want to shuffle supporters back in? No, not yet. Maybe getting down... Let's see. I think we can get rid of the Viridian Forest. Or maybe not, because I also have access to Lucario. I think getting rid of the Pokemon Communication's fine. Maybe there was an argument for getting rid of the Palpad as well. We get a Zorua and a Judge. I mean, I don't mind judging here. But we have such a good hand. I think I'm just going to Mallow. We're just going to Mallow here. We're going to put the Lucario on top. We have Energy as well. Maybe even Lycanroc too. Just to like confirm, get us out of anything. Guzma also is a play because I could see my opponent Guzmaing something. Maybe taking advantage of like a Lycanroc play. Or, sorry, Guzma Zoroark use Lucario. What would be the play here? I think maybe just a Lycanroc, actually. We'll just go ahead and do that. Sounds good to me. Put those 2 on top. And I kind of just want to keep this hand, but I am going to trade away the Judge, and then I think I'm going to Palpad the Judge and the Mallow back. I think that sounds good. Okay. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Well, not Lily. We want the Mallow. There we go. Get those in there. And I think I'm just going to Claw Slash here. So, what's the worst my opponent can do here? They can't knock me out. We know for sure they can't do that. There's got to be some crazy thing that I'm not thinking of that they could possibly. I have no idea what that would be. The highest they could scale with this, I believe, is like 190. So they're going to attach here. I think the highest this thing can scale up to is 190 with a fighting, and it's 120. Diancie 140, Choice Band 170, and then Kukui 190. So that is a high number to hit, but is 10 short. This Devour Field only works for Dark and Dragon types, so not going to be worried about boosting a Fighting type Pokemon. So there's a Sneasel. Might be beneficial to Bloodthirsty Eyes the Sneasel up, because that could be a problem, because that thing's going to one-shot us. This thing is setting up numbers for Riolu to get a knockout somehow. But by taking the slow route, we're also going to be able to set up another Lycanroc here. So I'm totally cool Bloodthirsty Eyesing that Sneasel. He does bench a Trubbish, which means we have to watch our item count here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 140. So with a Choice Band, they're knocking us out. So they're also going to snipe our Ditto, which is smart here. I think we're going to evolve and then go after that Sneasel. That is the biggest problem for us. We'll go here. I am going to Viridian Forest away this Riolu. We'll get a Fighting Energy down onto Lycanroc, so we're ready for another one. And I think we're just going to judge here. Yeah, let's judge. I know my opponent's not really getting anything here, but there we go. We got a DCE for if this Lycanroc does go down. We start steamrolling through some other stuff. They're not, well, I don't know. Should I attach this Choice Band actually? I kind of don't want to, like, I'm worried about item counts, so, like, you know, Field Blower also is a thing that could hurt us a little bit. I'm going to trade away this Lily. Keep our item count still low. They're doing their best attacking with single prize attackers. There's the Lucario, so we also have another Fighting Energy in deck. We know that. So there we go. Getting a Guzma here would be nice. We'd get a Fighting Energy. That's okay. That means if Viridian Forest does get bumped here, we will be able to have a Lucario response. They are going to promote the Trubbish. So, like, I think we still only have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so 140, 150, 60, 70. Yeah, with a Choice Band, they need Choice Band, Psychic Energy, Garbodor. And that's asking a lot. They still have decent amount of cards in deck. There's a Mallow, so that is going to get them that. They have to have one of the other pieces. They have to have Garbodor or the Psychic Energy or the Choice Band in hand in order to do this. They probably actually don't need... I don't think they play Psychic Energy. I think they play Rainbow. Yeah, they play Rainbow, so Viridian Forest isn't going to help them in this regard. So let's see. They must have the combo if they're playing the Mallow here. Kind of a doozy for us, but what can you do? My opponent definitely can come back here. They can do some sort of Riolu play. There's an Ultra Ball, so don't know what's... So that has to be Rainbow Choice Band Garbodor here if they're going to get the knockout. If they don't, we're definitely going to be digging for an Acerola because 10 damage on there is not going to be good. Is that a Choice Band, sir? It is a Choice Band, so they are going to get the knockout here. Setting up that 30 damage on us was relevant. We knew that from the start. Yeah, so let's see what we're going to do here. So we have to take this threat out. I think, let's see. We can't attack with a ZOROROC because the chances of them getting Lucario with like a Mallow play or something, I don't think they play more than one Mallow. They might, but I think we have to go this route here. It's pretty risky, but it is what it is. It's what we got to do here. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Let's go ahead and Nest Ball first. I think we could just go for... We don't need Diancie because he does have the 10 damage on himself, so we don't need that. I think we'll just fail it. We know we have Acerola, Guzma in deck, but we do have to take this Garbodor out. It is the threat at this point. Kind of sucks putting us on odd prizes, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So there is 2 Lucario in the discard, but there is no Rescue Stretcher. So they also have gone through 2 Guzma as well. So I think that's all their Guzma. So they're going to have to deal with this somehow. With a 2-card hand. They do have 2 trades. But, yeah, we're going to have to do this the hard way. So let's just start trading. Let's start getting rid of Lily. Kind of don't need to worry about items too much anymore. There's a Lysander Labs. That would have been nice. Negating that Choice Band there. We'll go ahead and get rid of Absol. I don't think we need Absol. There's really... should we... I think we should... Oh, dang. We diggity dang darn it. I should have probably Mallowed to get what we wanted. Establishing another Lycanroc would be good, actually. We could Ultra Ball, Choice Band, Diancie, get a ZOROROC, Mallow, yeah, that sounds good. Let's go ahead and do that then. Yeah, sounds good. We'll do this. I don't see any need for Choice Bands in this deck. Oh, okay, so ZOROROC is prized. Should have known that. Okay, so we're looking pretty bad here, but we will get the Tapu Lele. For a supporter down the line. We could stack our deck with something. I don't hate that too much. I don't hate it too much. Let's go ahead and stack our deck. Rescue Stretcher sounds pretty good. And Acerola sounds good. So we have access to pretty much everything in our deck at this point. Everything that's pretty much relevant. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we will attach DCE here. I think playing Lysander Labs is probably good, just in case there's some kind of choice band play. And then we'll go ahead and Claw Slash here. Pretty risky stuff, for sure. But putting us on odd prizes as well. There's our other Guzma. So let's see what my opponent's going to muster up here. He's going to promote the Latios. So, yep, that's definitely something that I could see him doing. So if this is the play here, he's going to start setting up numbers. I don't know where the other 30 is going to go. I don't think it really matters at this point. I'm sure he's digging for like Fighting Energy, Lucario, Guzma, which is a good thing we bumped the Viridian Forest. So he's going to go for an Ultra Ball here. Let's see what he gets. Getting rid of Choice Band, Nest Ball. So we had to get rid of a DCE early on. And yeah, this is our last DCE. So we really have to keep this DCE as precious as possible to us. It's as precious as possible. Yeah, I guess that's... No, that doesn't make any sense. So there's a judge here. Makes sense. Yeah, so... But he knows we stacked our deck. However, there's so little cards in our hand. 4 cards is a lot in a 15-card deck. So there's a Rescue Stretcher, so that is a Lele for whatever we want. We're going to see a breakthrough here. Okay, so if that's the case, there's a Choice Band as well. What do I want to do here? Probably Lucario. Would a Lucario knockout make sense here? No, not really. Not really. Well, we kind of have to in that respect. So he also sniped this thing. This kind of puts me in a tough spot a little bit. Maybe knocking this thing out makes sense, but they also open up like a 120 plus Choice Band. But I think both Choice Bands are gone as well. I think maybe a Guzma play might be the best play here. So I'm going to try and dig for that. So we're going to trade away the Lily here. Maybe we can hit one of our 2 Guzmas. That'd be nice. There's a Guzma. Okay, so I think Guzma ZOROROC is a play here. I think it is. Let's just go through the math real quick. Yeah. I think 120 Choice Band doesn't work because they have to get rid of Lysander Labs, and it's entirely possible. Well, their 2 Devoured Fields is also in here, so I think we're safe. So let's go ahead. Yeah. Let's actually trade. Let's trade one more time. Let's trade away. I think Choice Band's fine. I think Choice Band's fine here. No, let's do Ultra Ball. Let's do Ultra Ball. Okay, so we have both Guzma. We also have Lele for Acerola. Let's go ahead and Guzma up a ZOROROC. I think this is the right play. If I'm missing something, I don't know what it is. We are also out of energy completely now. Probably also could have just Lucario'd, but we didn't hit the Lucario anyways. There, that probably would have been the better play, I think. Yeah, going for a Lucario, but we just didn't have access to that. So with that, I think that's everything we can do. We're gonna go ahead and Claw Slash here. One more prize. So let's see what our prizes are. The ZOROROC and an Acerola. So if they don't knock this out, so they're going to promote the Latios, which it does have a DCE on it, so that means it can just retreat. I don't know what my opponent can do here. They have to replace the stadium and then do like Choice Band to something. They have to Choice Band, get energy for one of these things, and if it's ZOROROC, they also have to get 2 more basics. So they do have a low deck as well. I guess Diancie also gets in there. Yeah, I actually didn't think about that. So, yikes. 120, 140, yeah. So, Fighting Energy, Lucario, yeah. But they are also down 2 Lucario, so they have to get their Rescue Stretcher. Down a lot of basics as well, so they're just going to scoop there. Getting rid of a ZOROROC was probably the best play because limited their options to 1 trade, so they really just had to get it off that 1 trade, and they didn't, so they just scooped. Totally close game there. Barely making it out, but we did, so there we go. We'll get one more game in there for you guys. That was a nice, clean game. Other than the last video, those games were just really quick and the first few turns of the games. So let's get one more in here. It's a cool mirror match. Cool mirror match for sure. Let's see. It's cool. Pepper's not bothering me this time. This is actually a really cool video for that. Taking a while to find an opponent here. Dead air. I don't want to fill this place with dead air. You know what I'm saying. Comment question of the video: what is your favorite deck at the moment? Standard. For standard, I think standard's a really cool place right now with just how much variety there is. We're going against some sort of lightning deck. Could be Pika-Rom, could be Zapdos variant of some kind, could be Jolteon. There's a lot of good stuff out here. Riolu's not a bad start, though if it is Zapdos, it is a bad start. My opponent's just gonna scoop. Okie dokie. They're like, no. They probably saw that they're going against ZOROROC Lucario with the typing, and they also probably had a really terrible hand, probably just like a Pika-Rom and 6 lightning energy. That could happen, and that would make me want to scoop as well. So we're just going to sweep that one under the rug, get another match for you. It is unfortunate because we were going to go first. We had a decent hand, I think. I didn't really see what else we had besides the 3 starting Pokemon that we had access to. We had the Diancie, Riolu, and a Zorua, right? Or was it another Pokemon? I'm not entirely sure. But I think we would have started the Riolu there, though it could easily be taken out from like a Zapdos or something like that. That is a thing. That is a thing. So, oh, we also had Absol. Absol would have been really good as well. We're going to go against Santi 3100. So I didn't really see what the typings were there. I was too busy reading this good sir's name. So we win the coin flip again. So there we go. Getting that first turn, always good. That's a good hand. That is a really good hand. We're going to start Zorua for sure here. Going first. There's no need to bench everything else. Wondrous Labyrinth, how much I hate you, but I am probably going to play you, and I'm not going to forget about it this time. I'm not going to forget. So my opponent's playing Malamar. That's cool, and we also get an Ultra Ball top deck. So let's see. What do I want to do here? Getting rid of Lily and Lycanroc here. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's get rid of Lily, Lycanroc. Also, putting Absol down is going to hurt my opponent from switching into their Jirachi if they play the Jirachi variant, which I really think they should be. Muck is also huge in this matchup. We have to get down our Mucks. That is for sure. We want to do that. So let's get down another Zorua. We want to get these boys down as fast as possible. And we'll play Wondrous Labyrinth. We won't forget about it, though. And we're going to play Lily for 7 cards here. Okay, so we have options. No Pokemon communication. That would make this a lot easier. We're probably going to have to get rid of a Fighting Energy here, but we're going to Nest Ball. I think we're going to go for the Ditto. And then probably... Oh, man. This is kind of a funky game here. We're going to have to... Shoot. We're going to have to do some things here. Maybe benching that Absol wasn't a good idea. Or maybe it was. I don't know. Let's see. We're going to Ultra Ball. We're going to get rid of Zorua. And I think Fighting Energy here. I want to get a Lycanroc down. Or a Rockruff. We do have the other Lycanroc in the deck. That's good. And we're going to bench Rockruff. We're going to attach Fighting Energy. We have Lele for Cynthia next turn. If it's in the deck, I think. I think it is. I didn't check, actually. That was a mistake. We were down 2 Lilies, though. But this is a good start for us. I think it's pretty solid, getting down 2 Zeros and a Ditto for the Muck. I'm almost positive I saw the muck. So there is the Jirachi. So an energy retreat is not going to work for this guy, but he does run the switch. Well, they should be running switch. I think they run like 2 switches or 3 switches or something like that. So there's a Stellar Wish. They are going to be able to get something cooking here. There's a Cynthia. Probably need to refresh their hand. Probably it's not looking too good. Yeah, there's a Cynthia here. Not the strongest of starts, but they're not dead in the water, it looks like. See, they want to get a couple more Inkays down. If not, we are going to start picking those things off ASAP. If my opponent gets down 2 Inkays, you bet we're going to start Bloodthirsty Eyesing. And you know what I'm talking about. You guys know the deal. Getting rid of a skateboard, that's interesting. Maybe they just think I'm not going to knock out this Jirachi, or they think I am going to knock this out, but or maybe they're smart and they're like, he's definitely going to start picking off my Inkays. So even if they get down 4 Inkays, we're going to be gunning down the Inkays. I don't think keeping Jirachi. There's a Lele here. Let's see. Wonder Tag. Pretty smart because I am going to muck here. And if we muck, well, I'm going to try my best to get muck here, because if we don't get the muck, this Jirachi's still just going to be live. I think they got a Cynthia there. I believe that's what they got. There's a Nest Ball. I think I should just play it to thin the deck, see what is an option here. Cynthia is not, she's always prized, man. She's always prized, and there's nothing like good to get here. I guess a Lily gets us the most cards. I guess Judge is also an option as well. I don't hate judging here because they already got a Cynthia, but the Judge could hurt us a lot, and the 2 cards that we have in hand is pretty good. So we're gonna go for the Lily for 4 cards. Seems bad, but if we top decked a ZOROROC, we could Mallow for like DCE Stadium. I mean, this isn't looking too good for us, honestly. Our hand is looking pretty not good, so yikes. Okay, so we are going to evolve here. I want to keep Rockruff alive. Yes, we want to not Guzma, but Bloodthirsty Eyes up one of these boys. Yeah, where do I attach the DCE? It's the question here. I think to the Lycanroc still. Yeah, we do have Judge for next turn. Let's go ahead and pass it off to my opponent. Wondrous Labyrinth still in play. We could just Guzma also, taking out some stuff. They do have access to abilities. There's a Malamar. Maybe they might forget about the Absol, maybe. Because if they attach to the Inkay, that they're down an attachment. They would also need the Escape Board as well. So they're going to go for a Cynthia here. Fresh 6 cards for my opponent. Let's see what they're rocking. You know what? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm probably not. You know, I've been talking about the last video. I don't know if I want to upload that. So they are going to attach the Inkay, maybe forgetting about the Absol. Yep, and they're just going to pass here. Sounds good to me. So Guzma Malamar sounds pretty good. Guzma Inkay sounds pretty good. I'm just going to Guzma up Malamar. Seems like the optimal play. And I am going to have to Dangerous Rogue, actually, because didn't get rid of the Stadium. Feels bad, man, but getting rid of their Malamars is the crucial thing here. I don't mind doing that whatsoever. So, yeah, getting rid of... So now he only has access to 1 Malamar this turn, and we're going to probably be able to take out another one. I think so. If we can... Yeah, I think we can get... no, we need to get Rescue Stretchers. I forgot we had to bin Lycanroc early on. I was going to say we could Ultra Ball, maybe dig for Stadium, and then Claw Slash the Inkay after Ultra Balling for the Lycanroc, but we definitely want to muck. We definitely want to muck, right? So my opponent's got a huge hand here. Looks like they're going to Mysterious Treasure. I definitely wouldn't be surprised if they had the Response knockout. So if they're playing Ultra Malamar, they still need to get the Metal Energy. They also need to get 2 Psychics on, which they can't do because they only have 1 Inkay. So See what the Mysterious Treasure's going for. They could do a Dawn Wings play. No, they actually couldn't because they don't have another Inkay down. So getting rid of a Guzma, that's good for us. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if I finished this thought. I was saying, like, I don't know if I'm going to upload the video that I was talking about regarding... so basically, I don't think I will. So I'm just going to explain this. I recorded a Lycanroc, ZOROROC, Lucario video. They're pretty okay games, but they weren't the best. They were really quick, and then the server just shut down on us. So I was like, all right, well, we'll have another one. I don't think I'm going to upload that one. I think that's just a waste of a video. So this is going to be the main video. Yeah, so I was thinking about just uploading it just for the lulz, but no. That ain't me, man. That ain't me. Maybe my opponent will replace the stadium for us. That'd be cool. How many seg do they have? They just have one in there now, so... Let's see what my opponent's going to get here. Maybe the Giratina. Maybe... Oh, they're going to go for a Marshadow. Okay. That's cool. I don't mind a Marshadow. So they are playing Ultra Malamar. Makes sense. Here comes a Choice Band on the Ultra... Oh, sorry. Yeah, they are playing Ultra Malamar. But here comes the Choice Band on the Ultra Necrozma. Rescue Stretcher. Probably getting back Inkay Malamar. The whole works. And then they're going to let loose... Oh, they're just going to get the Inkay. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. And then a let loose is going to happen here. There we do. There we go. Okay. All right. So, again, getting mucked down is crucial. Okay, there's some stuff. There's some good stuff. So we're probably going to start with a trade away the Grimer here. My opponent is going to Psychic Recharge there. Having to waste Dangerous Rogue kind of sucks a little bit, but it slowed down my opponent a lot there. There's two Psychics onto that Ultra Necrozma. That thing's going to blow anything up here. So let's see if we can get a responding Stadium. Maybe also a Pokemon Communication away. Something to get another Zoroark is good. Order of operation. Should I go for the Muck or the Zoroark? I think we need to get Zoroark just so we can get more options here. Let's put back the probably this thing. This thing's probably the better thing to hold on to. Oh, Muck's not even in the deck. Oh, that makes things a lot easier then. Okay, so luckily, we haven't seen a Marshadow GX. That's the main reason why I kind of want to Muck early on. I mean, yeah, it stops Jirachi, but at the same time, okay, let's see. The whatchamacallit, the Marshadow GX is more scary. So looks like we are just gonna go full Zoroark here. Just gonna keep trading away. Need to get Stadium. There's Judge. Or we could just overcommit, but then just a Metal Energy just destroys us. Ah, man. Okay, I think we're just going to Judge. Not attaching the DCE is kind of bad. But there's a Fighting Energy to attach the Lycanroc, which isn't the worst thing in the world if we don't hit Stadium here. Let's go ahead and trade away. Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball is the least sense in holding on to. So, okay, yep, we're just going to have to Claw Slash our way through this here. So they need to hit Metal Energy. Giving them more cards is not a good thing, but it is all we can do here. So my opponent confidently promoting Ultra Necrozma here. Going to be overkill. There's the Metal Energy confirmed there. So let's see what my opponent's going to do here. We could Mallow next turn for like DCE and I don't know, start hitting this Ultra Necrozma. I don't hate that. Let's see. There's the Metal Energy. Pepper, what's up? What's up? You know, I thought you were so cool for a second. Not interrupting. You were so cool. Okay, so Psychic Energy is going to go onto the Malamar. Pretty crazy stuff. Yeah, we will definitely see a response knockout here onto our Lycanroc. Okay. Yeah. There's a Jirachi going down on the bench. I don't mind that. Means no chance of Marshadow GX coming out to play until I take a knockout. Yeah. So my opponent getting 2 more prize cards here. Pretty scary stuff, not gonna lie. We can Guzma if we get Guzma DCE somehow. There's only 1 more in the deck if it's still in the deck. Let's start with a trade, getting rid of Fighting Energy, I'd say. There's Pal Pad, not going to help. Or Ultra Ball, neither of those are really going to help us here. Okay, there's DCE. I mean, now we don't really need to Mallow. Maybe we can just Guzma, take out a Malamar or something like that. Don't hate that. Don't hate that at all. I didn't see if it's in the deck. Let's go ahead and Viridian Forest away. I know, Pepper. I know. It's crazy. Okay, Guzma's still in the deck. We will go for the Guzma play then. Let's go ahead. That was so funny. Oh, hello. You why you bench Tapu Lele? Make no sense. We're gonna go ahead and Guzma here. Taking out the Malamar, limiting his options here. Yes, this does open up a Marshadow GX play here. But they have to go for it. They have to dig. Should I also get rid of Viridian Forest? Choice Band sounds good to me. Let's do that. Let's get rid of these 2. Sounds good. And do I want a Pal Pad? Probably. I probably want to get back both Guzma. Yeah, I definitely want to here because we're going to go down on odd prizes. Do I want to trade? Yes, I want to trade once more. Not that it really matters. I just want to get more cards. I don't need the Lily. We have Mallow for whatever we want, as well as Acerola. Maybe keeping Lily, but at the same time, I don't know. I think the only other card that's relevant is a Guzma. So they are going to promote Jirachi. That means they have options here. They can't get a knockout unless it's with a Marshadow GX. So we'll see what happens here. Marshadow GX would be silly and would kind of suck here, but we also can just respond knock that thing out with like Choice Band DCE, which we can just easily get with Mallow. So I'm not too worried. Here's an Ultra Ball. We'll see if we see a Marshadow GX here. If it is, my opponent will have some momentum. We'll see. Yeah, there is an Ultra Necrozma in there, so they can just do an easy Photon Gazer for the knockout. But they do need Metal Energy as well, so they might be holding on to one of those. There's an Ultra Ball away, a Psychic, and a Skateboard. Let's see what they're going for here. They have not Stellar Wished yet at all. Well, they only have 1. They haven't Stellar Wished yet. Opponent taking a while to figure out what they want to get. They're like, I don't know. They also need to get the Malamar too. That's another worthy thing to note. So we'll just go ahead and wait and see here. They could just load up Psychic Energy maybe and attach Psychic Energy and then retreat and then do 200, but they'd still need a Choice Band or a Devoured Field. Actually, Devoured Field does work in their favor to hit the 210. So see what my opponent's got, but that's asking a lot. They need to find a way to switch the Jirachi. They need Psychic, Choice Band. There's a Lily that can help them get there. Let's see if they play the Lily. So that's 4 cards. The Psychic Recharge gonna go onto that Ultra Necrozma, I can imagine. That's kind of crazy. Let's see if they hit it. There we go. There's the Psychic Recharge. If they have... Okay, there's a Nest Ball, so they're thinning the deck a little bit here. I imagine they only play 2 Choice Bands, so they have to hit that last Choice Band. Pretty unlikely. There's a Gengar Mimikyu, so that's game if we can hit Guzma DCE here. Pretty crazy. My opponent just decided today, hey, I'm just gonna bench this thing. Yeah, pretty wild actually. And if they Horror House us, then we win. If they decide to Horror House, we just say Rite of Speeding and win the game. So pretty crazy. So they are gonna Guzma. That is wild. Okay, so do they have? They don't have it. They have Lily in hand. We know that. They're gonna Photon Gazer here. Pretty wild play. Pepper, please stop your complaining. So we just need one of our 2 Guzmas that we put in the deck. So let's start trading away. This literally lets us win if we get Guzma. So there's Acerola, and nope. Not it, Cotton. Not it. Lucario is irrelevant. We'll get rid of the Lucario. Not it. Let's go ahead. I don't want to really bench that, or I don't want to put Viridian Force into play either. Ugh. And I don't want to, like, Mallow just to set myself up for next turn either, because I kind of just want to Acerola this turn. If I don't hit the Guzma, I think just trading away Cynthia is fine as well. Since they benched that Gengar Mimikyu, I think we're looking really good. So we whiff, which is really dumb, but it is what it is. We'll just swing into this thing till we start hitting our dude. Maybe benching Rockruff is good, because then that just gives us game. Get Rescue Stretcher, Lycanroc. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds good. We'll go ahead and do that, and we'll go ahead bench Lysander Labs. So any kind of choice band play is mute at this point. They also have only Lily in hand. That's also worthy to note. So I think we're looking pretty good for winning now. A Mallow play basically just wins us the game. We get Lycanroc and DC. Well, this is assuming he knocks out ZOROROC. I don't think he will. He needs to get, like, Switch, Malamar, Psychic Energy, Skateboard to take the knockout with Ultra Malamar, or maybe a Poltergeist, but at that point he's just looking to lose. So we'll go ahead and see what my opponent... Okay, just scoops. Okay, so we weren't able to pull the big old Wombo combo off in front of my opponent, but you guys knew what was going to happen. So there you guys go. There is a couple games with ZOROROC Lucario for you. Super strong, has its... I mean, it can literally hold up with everything, even its worst matchups like Buzzwole, like Buzzshrine, like... or like Passimian even actually is probably a more relevant example, because you can like muck them and stop their Rangaroos and their Passimians that up the damage for your evolutions, meaning you can just keep attacking with Lycanroc is a good option. Attacking with Lucario is also a good option. Really good. I think it's a pretty solid deck. I just have a hard time taking it to League Cups, to be completely honest with you, just because there's always so much weird stuff at League Cups. I think you just need to bring stuff that just blows stuff up for the most part. That's just my own opinion. I mean, in our local area, like, there's always everything. You have to be expecting everything, and I think the best decks to go into League Cups with that is like stuff like Blacephalon that just blows things up. However, I did take Blacephalon the last cup, and I went 0-3, and that's why I have time to do these videos. So, yeah, that was an unfortunate... I basically lost completely to luck all 3 games. It was insane. But it is what it is. Happens. Things happen. And there you go. Pepper's crying. She's saying, that's the end of the video. We'll see you guys next time. Let me know what you want to see in the future. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye.